Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to our platform and thank you so much for joining today. So, guys, somebody I can't remember the person, but this person has been asking me if admissions is still open in a particular school in Austria, and that is why I am here. But I'm not just going to talk about that school. I'm going to talk about some other details that you need to know that some other people ask me. So make sure you watch this video till the end and you understand all the things that are available so that you don't miss out on anything. If you are new, my name is Milton. Thank you so much for joining the platform. I am grateful for seeing you here. Oh, please. Another thing you should do for me is to share this video so that somebody can understand and benefit from this. We have people who are getting offers abroad. And before I begin with this information, I want to tell you that Romania is actually open, and a school you should check in Romania is Babes Bolia University. This school is located in Cluj-Napoca, Romania. There is an application fee you have to pay of 50 euros. Now, in case you want to apply to this school, make sure you have all your certificates legalized, your WAEC. If you are going for masters, then your bachelor's degree and the transcript should be ready, all legalized. If your WAEC also and the testimonial plus the transcripts are what you need to get a bachelor's program. In addition to that, you pay the application fee of 50 euros, then add the receipt to the application. Remember, your application has to be one PDF file. There are other videos you would watch on this channel talking about Romania. That's why I'm emphasizing to those who said they cannot afford UK, Canada, Australia, US, Germany, Belgium because of one problem, maybe embassy, wahala, or maybe the tuition fee. Check this school in Romania. There are some programs you can study for 2,000 euros, 2,500, and you will pay the first tuition deposit before you can apply for visa. Okay, and proof of funds is not that expensive. Check those videos on Romania and then apply to this school. Remember, you need medical certificate as well, police report. I don't think it's needed now, but you need it for visa application. You need your passport photo. You need a passport size photograph as well. You need the data page of your passport. Then you also need medical certificate. Medical certificate is showing everything that was done to you. Remember, it is done at the government hospital. That is all I can say for now. Check the detailed videos. Now, about the question this young man asked me about Austria. This school, Johann Kepler's University in Linz, is actually open and accepting application now. Those of you looking for bachelor's degree programs in English, masters in English, check this university. They have some programs. Requirements include passport photograph. You also have a letter of intent in English. You also have your CV, which is the Europass CV. Please make sure it is Europass only. Then you have your transcript, you have your language proficiency. All the details are on the website. Then remember, they are going to be selecting people based on the grade point average. You will be chosen based on your academic progress. You will be chosen based on the quality of your motivation letter. You would be selected based on the language requirement. Are you an English speaker? Can you actually communicate properly in English? And of course, another criteria that will be put into the selection procedure is the number of students that are needed. So please pay attention to this. Application is from June 1st to July 15. And of course, do not forget that if you apply to this school in Austria, at the end of the day, they will ask you to send your legalized documents to them. Remember, you already know the procedure, right? You go through the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then the Austrian Embassy for Nigerians. Then for Cameroonians, those who graduated from the University of Boya, I will be using you as example. You go through your university, get the documents. Please remember that the person that should sign your transcript should be the current registrar. If you have an old transcript showing the other registrar's name, don't take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for those in Cameroon from the University of Boya. So take your certificate, take an original transcript, certify your certificate at UB, then you carry them all the documents now to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then they will legalize it. I hope you understand. Then from there, you book an appointment and send the documents to VFS Global in Yaoundé for them to do how are they calling it, verification. This is for Austria only, for Cameroonians. For Nigerians, you already know the procedure. There are videos on this channel I talked about this procedure, and I believe that this is going to help you. Now, to those who are saying that they want to study in Portugal, and because I've been seeing many people asking me questions, Milton, oh, I want to study in Portugal, are there still schools? Please, there are still schools which are open in Portugal. Remember, I said Portugal has 3 intakes: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 admissions application. If phase 1 is not full and the school doesn't get the number of students they want, they will open phase 2. Then if phase 2 is not full, they will open phase 3. So that is what you should know. Now, check this university in case you still, I'm saying you should check because I want you to check. I know why I'm saying you should check. Okay, check if their admissions is still open. Nova University of Lisbon is one. Number 2 is the University of Porto. Number 3 is the University of Minho. Number 4 is the University of Lisbon. Number 5 is the University of Algarve. Number 6 is University of Aveiro, and we have the last, Polytechnic Institute of Braga. Now, when you go to these schools, pay attention to programs that are in English and those in the Portuguese language. I will not advise you to choose programs in English and Portuguese, except if the school assure you that you can study, when you come in, you can study maybe Portuguese for maybe 2 or 3 months to maybe just get the basics before you go and study the program. It now depends on you and your choice alone. Now, when you are applying to this school, remember that after you finish with the application, you need to apply for a visa for Portugal. I have a lot of videos on Portugal, and I equally want you to pay attention to visa application. For those who will be applying from Cameroon, there is a Cameroonian who recently got a visa to Portugal, and there is a video on this channel. He personally asked me to do that video. He gave me some things to tell Cameroonians, those that will be applying for visa. So please check that video on this channel and watch the video. It's going to help you a lot. That is all I have, and this is the information. Now let's look at what admissions is open currently. Some of us might have heard of the care visa thing, or the caregivers visa to Canada, which is the new opportunity for internationals. Now, you also need to understand that there are specific requirements that you need in order to qualify or to grab this visa. Why am I even talking about this in the first place? The opportunity that lies with a caregiver's visa is that as soon as you step feet into Canada, according to Canadian government or IRCC, you are going to be given permanent residency. So this program is going to favor many Africans, most Philippines, most internationals in the UK, and of course maybe few Americans. So if you are a healthcare practitioner or a health practitioner or a caregiver, this is an opportunity for you to grab. But remember, there are requirements you need to put into consideration, and I must tell you that it is based on first come, first serve. So make sure you apply as soon as the application is over. How are you going to find this information? Every detail is on IRCC. Now, remember that for you to actually qualify, like I said, you need requirements. The very first one is your level of education, which is minimum is a high school qualification. If you actually attend high school, like if you graduated from upper seat in Cameroon, then you have O levels and A levels, you qualify. Upwards, if you actually have what we call WAEC in Nigeria, you qualify. If you actually have WASI, you qualify. And anything above that, high school, you are ready to go. I know some people will still come back and ask me, what about HND? Of course, you had high school certificate before you got HND, right? So you qualify. Now, this is what you need to do. You need to evaluate these results before this application starts. According to the Canadian government, it's going to begin September or October. And according to me, latest it should be January 2025. So for you, what do you need? You need to get your documents ready. What is called evaluation needs to be done. So you need to book an appointment with West Evaluation, and pay the fees and do the necessary things for them to evaluate your credentials. And again, they didn't say highest qualification. They said minimum you have is high school qualification. So it means that if you have just high school, you still do the West evaluation. If you have maybe a bachelor's or master's, you still do it for your highest qualification. Also, remember that there is language requirements, and the minimum you have is you need is CLB4, which means that if you have any band score below 5 and a total score of 6, you qualify for IELTS General. So you need IELTS General to go for this program. Equally, you need recent work experience, and remember your work experience should be a grade 1. Make sure if you are working you should be paying tax, and if you are paying your tax you should have a MPLS number. Another thing you need to have is a job offer. This is where it becomes tricky because you need to apply for a job in Canada, get the offer first, then use the offer letter to now apply for this program. Of course, definitely you are going to put everything on the system online. Then the last one which you need is your CV. Before I talk about the CV, remember, if you are going for the job offer, you should be careful with fake jobs out here. And remember, the best job website is the job bank. But remember, still on the job bank, you have fake people there. So you have to be careful. Then the CV must be a CV with a detailed explanation of your work experience and so many other details. I wish you all the best till we meet again.